Do you really think a ski kit should cost $5,000?
Let's find out. Hey everybody, I'm Cam.
And I'm Kelly.
We're Gearheads here at Backcountry, and today we're bringing to you the first ever Gearhead Field Test, series where we take gear out on the mountain and put it through the ringer. Today we're going to talk about a bunch of kits from Moncler, their high performance ski and snowboard outerwear. We brought it out to Snow Basin. We skied in it. We had some fresh snow, some sunshine, some variable conditions. Overall, we're going to give you the nitty-gritty on what we thought.
We're going to be testing all sorts of different things with the kits that we'll be bringing out to the resort, mainly construction, design, and fit. And do they stand up to the test? Do they work in different conditions, different temperatures, different snow? And I'm really excited to bring it to you guys to see what we found. So construction, let's really get into it. I think we should start with jackets first, because that's one of the core pieces that people, I feel like, refresh more than their pants every season. So what kit were you skiing in?
So the jacket that I was in was the Moriond jacket. And to all our viewers, we're going to mispronounce these names, so bear with us. But the Moriond jacket, when we're looking at construction, it comes with a very waterproof yet breathable GORE-TEX and Primaloft insulation combination. All the seams are super taped and heat sealed. They kept me super warm on some of those windier moments on the hill. Overall, I think the performance of Primaloft with a GORE-TEX material is the perfect resort style jacket for cold days on the hill and sunny days in the mountains. What kit were you in?
I will also be mispronouncing this one. The pants are a little easier, but the Allesaz bomber jacket is the one that I started in. I had two jackets yesterday. I was very nervous because it's a little bit shorter than my typical jacket, but it's very puffy and it was very, very warm. It is a bomber jacket. It retails for $2,400, and it has all the features that you want to make sure that you're staying warm and dry when you're on the mountain. The thing that I really liked about it was just the down fill on the inside. Moncler doesn't list the down fill on the inside, but it was very, very packable. I would say it was like a pillowcase on my body, which was really nice, but when we switched jackets later in the day, it was easy to put into a pack.
What about some of the other materials? How is the outer material, the hand feel on those?
The handful was really, really nice. It's not a GORE-TEX material, but it was a wind-resistant and water-resistant material on the outside. So if it was snowing, it was a perfect jacket for those snowy days. But if it was raining, like it is back east right now, I would not be wearing this jacket. But I literally felt like a marshmallow. Like I was so insulated like the Michelin Man, but I didn't look like the Michelin Man. I looked very, very good.
You did. The kit looked great out there. All right, so we talked about construction. Let's transition into design and features now. What about pockets? I know with women's apparel these days, pockets are always a hot topic. How were the pocket placements, the number of pockets with both your kits?
Totally. So I'll start with my Allesaz bomber jacket. That was my gripe. I had 3 pockets. Well, 4 pockets if you include the pass pocket. But I only had 2 pockets on the outside and 1 inner pocket for my phone. Where if I wanted to bring a snack or some hand warmers or something of that nature, I just didn't really have anywhere to store it. I was kind of bummed about.
Yeah, you get hungry.
Yeah, hanger and me skiing is not, my husband would attest, like it is not for me. But placement, perfect. The zipper is easy to open with my big poofy gloves, easy to get to the inside pocket, easy to reach into. I had these, it was a very fun, again, very fashion forward, is like they had the drawstrings that came down, kind of like a high-end hoodie, and it was well thought out because it was actually attached to the front of the jacket, so it wasn't like whipping around in your face. Like when I first saw this jacket, I was like, oh no, if I'm skiing down and they're whacking me in the face. But I never even noticed it, to be totally honest. And I thought it looked very, very sharp because it was it's a black drawstring, and I have black pocket seam sealed here and a couple other black details, which I thought it was just a very well thought out construction on their end. And then the jacket that I was wearing in the afternoon, I think I'm pronouncing it correctly, the Hainet jacket. This also retails for $2,400. And this was more of a form-fitting jacket. So I was a little nervous about movability, but the way that it moved with me when I was skiing, I was never really restricted when I was out there. It also has Primaloft gold in it. It wasn't a GORE-TEX material, but it was water resistant and wind resistant. And again, I stayed very warm in it, which was really nice. It had a fun little detail on the side where you could hook your gloves onto it, where if I took off my gloves standing in the lift line, or say I'm grabbing an Aperol Spritz somewhere, I can hook my gloves and not accidentally accidentally lose them.
That's a nice detail.
Because I have lost a glove before drinking Aperol spritzes. And it's so sad when you get home and you've lost a glove.
It's a lifesaver.
100%. Oh, and another thing that I really liked about that Hainet jacket was that it had, in the belt around my waist, it was elastic. So I was kind of nervous because I really do like to layer underneath, and I like to be able to be versatile when I'm out skiing. And I did have, I think I had 3 layers on underneath, which was perfect. I don't need 4. 4 means I shouldn't be skiing. Like, it's too cold outside. But I didn't feel constricted when I was skiing, going left, right, left. Different types of skiing, whether it was the groomer or those couple of slick spots that we hit out there, I never felt like I was being restricted in any way. And another piece of that jacket is it does have a hood, and it's a beautiful hood. It's the same blue as the belt, and then also a couple other hits on the jacket. So it would have been, if I popped it out, I think I would have gotten way more compliments. It does fit over helmet and the features, which is a key thing. And the way that collar really, it comes up to my nose. It's a very high collar, but it is a very crisp. It is beautiful. And I think when you have that hood up and that collar up, like, you'd be even warmer than I actually was out there.
I'll make you jealous because the men's kit was loaded with pockets.
Loaded.
There were, like you said, pass pocket on the sleeve.
Yeah.
There was phone goggle pocket on the interior, multiple big open hand pockets on either hip, and they were placed in a way that it's going to stay flattering. Even if you've got a bunch of stuff in there, it's not going to make the jacket look poofy in the wrong spots. The one gripe I had with the jacket was the lack of pit zips. We had a couple moments where we were boot packing or hiking or walking to and from the ski lift to the lodge, and it's hot. But overall, cold days in the mountains, thing is very warm. Some of the other product features with my jacket, the men's kit, adjustable hood, fits over the helmet, a nice high collar to keep the elements out, and it was very soft on my face.
Yeah, that was something that we talked about in the car ride on the way home, was just how perfect the collar was. And for both jackets for me, which they were both very different jackets, one basically came up to here, and one was just perfectly sitting underneath my chin, which was excellent. And I think you are not like you're very picky with your collars, right?
I am. I hate it when the collar is too tall or too loose or abrasive on my face. So this one had a super nice interior fabric that was nice and soft. It was kind of a great height to be able to, you know, tuck your face when it's cold and not feel like you're suffocating. A couple other things for my kits in general, both the trouser and the jacket. I find that in a lot of GORE-TEX products, you get that crinkly, stiff, loud sound and feel. I didn't notice that with these. I feel like they're very elastic, very stretchy, very comfortable and quiet. I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. I know some people love that. You know, this is a durable GORE-TEX. I know it's waterproof, but other people may like the softness, the quietness when they're moving. I think it just gives a nice premium or other feel to the outerwear. Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed this. I'm very picky about arm length in jackets.
I am as well.
I was in a jacket, the second jacket I wore was just, I mean, it was very fitted, so I was very concerned about my arms, but like no gappage between my gloves and my wrist. There was no wind getting in. It does also have I feel like this is almost an industry standard now where there's like an inside material that you can loop around your thumb, so then you're not getting cold on the backside of your hands, and both jackets had that, that is key for me to make sure arm length is right, and then no snow or cold temperatures get to my wrists.
Yeah. This is definitely fashion forward, but with a very technical approach. So they cover all those arm lengths. Like it's thoughtful.
And then to the point of my pants, I only have 2 hand pockets, but they're fashion forward. It was not to be carrying things in your pockets. This is not a backcountry touring kit. Like, it's not for hiking uphill. It's for lift accessed skiing. But I was really nervous if I was going to stay warm because I was in their ski trouser, which is a tighter pant than what I'm used to when I typically go skiing. And I think it was like 10 or 11 degrees when we started. And once we started moving around, it was perfect for me. Oh, also another thing on women's pants, like, if it hits right, like it was in between like a yoga waistband, like a high waist, and then a lower 2000s jean hit. So it was that perfect mid-rise where I never felt like I was being sausaged by any means, which is a term that I don't think we use enough. I think we should use it more because it's something no one wants. So it hit me perfect, and that really fun button that you had, that you thought it was frozen, I think is what you said in the morning, but it's a very secure button for your waist. All right, and now we talked about design. Let's get into the fit and finish, which I think is a very important part for Moncler because it is the most form-fitting kit I've ever had and probably one of the most versatile.
Did you feel like with any of the kits you were restricted or feeling tight while you were coming down the mountain?
No, that's a great question though, because Moncler makes great fashion-forward ski apparel, and I think it is one of the crispest looking ski brands out on the mountain. And I wear a knee brace underneath my ski pants, and I first put it on and I was like, ooh man, I don't know. But when I was out skiing, it was perfectly stretchy for me, but it was also fleece lined, so I was staying warm when I was out there. What about your pants? I think you had a bit of sort?
Yeah, I was in the men's ski trouser. It's more of a pant style with suspenders for adjustable lengths and fit. Kind of had the same impressions. Putting them on, I was a bit skeptical, right?
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Moncler's heritage and mountaineering birth, and I know that they bring a lot of fashion to these highly technical pieces. Yeah. But it's Moncler. You see them on the hill at Deer Valley and Aspen, and you're like, is that really for me? But overall, the performance was there. The hand feel on the fabric, the technical features, the easy to use zippers, the vents, the adjustments on the waistband. There are a lot of features packed into these pants with a very stylish, well-fitting piece. Definitely impressed me.
Yeah, and I must say, like, to add on to the easiness of all the zippers, I was wearing very, very floofy gloves because it was 10 degrees outside in the morning, and to be able to pull my zippers and open my pockets and then adjust when we went inside was really easy, and it was a very nice fine detail, which is to be expected at the price point. But I would say, like, it definitely exceeded my expectations when it came to just easy movability in a glove that was not easy to do really anything in.
Yeah, definitely.
And also, like, I saw some eyes turning towards you and me when we were in those lift lines. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I think if you're looking to get noticed and have some heads turning in the lift lines and the lodges, Moncler's got you covered in that department.
For sure.
The attention to detail, the finer details, all of the thought that's gone into this from a very stylish and fashion-forward approach to technical performance is something that's unique, and they do their thing well.
At the all in all, though, is it worth $5,000?
You're a very specific customer for this kit, and a very specific rider or skier, in my opinion. I think if you're in tune with what trends are happening and are popular, you're looking to stand out and make a bit of a statement out on the mountain, then yeah, I think the technical side of these pieces hold up to that budget.
I agree with all your points. These pieces will last for a very, very long time. So I think the fun thing about fashion is there is those cyclical moments where you can bring it back, and it's gonna be the same quality when you open it on day 1 versus day 100, day 200 when you're out skiing, and it's just a really amazing premium quality material. So if you're looking for that, again, your fashion forward, but technical apparel that will hold up over time, Moncler's a great kit.
Thanks for watching. If you've got any questions about Moncler, hit up a Gearhead today.
Yeah, we'll answer all your questions. Like, comment, subscribe, and we're very excited to see what you might get in this season in Moncler.
Absolutely, and we'll be doing a lot more of these Gearhead field tests throughout the winter, so stay tuned. We'll review the gear that you guys are interested in.
Yeah, see you out there.